So today we are going to be drawing a 1-point perspective city, and excuse me, and we are going to need a paper, pencil, a ruler, or straight edge for this project. Now this is going to be a 2-day project because it's a little more lengthy, so this is just part 1 or part A. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a horizon line. Now this horizon line, I like it to be somewhere above the halfway point of the paper. This gives me lots of space down here to draw my city. If you have it way down here, you don't have much room. So I'm going to start off with my line, going from one side to the other. Okay, now I'm going to add my vanishing point. Okay, this is the dot. This is the point where all the lines are going to recede or go to. Now I have mine to the right of the vanishing, or the center of the paper, but technically that vanishing point can be anywhere you want. Okay, so I'm going to now draw a road. So I'm going to use my vanishing point, connect it with my ruler and my pencil, and draw a line. And this line is called a receding line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this is our roadway. So if you're ever driving down the road, you'll notice when you are driving that the sides of the roads are staying the same. They're always the same beside your car. But if you look far, far ahead, it appears that they're starting to get narrower and narrower the farther away it is. Excuse me. So we have our road. If you want to, at this point, you can add a sidewalk. So notice that I am always using my vanishing point to draw my receding line. And then we're going to start with our first building. So I'm going to have one that's below the horizon line and one that's above. We're going to draw today so you can see the difference. So we're going to draw the one that's below the vanishing point on the horizon line today. So we're going to draw a very simple rectangle. And this, we're not using any of our vanishing points or anything like that. We're just drawing a rectangle. This is the side of your building, okay? And the rule is all corners closest to your vanishing point, you're gonna connect with a receding line. So we're not drawing any of these lines randomly. So I'm gonna match up this little corner, bottom right corner, to our vanishing point, and I'm gonna draw a receding line. I'm gonna go to the next corner, the top right, match it to my vanishing point, receding line. Top left to our corner, receding line, okay? If I were to leave it like this, it would be a super long building. We don't want it to be that large. So I'm gonna draw what's called a far end line. So what you have to do is, this is a plane here and a plane here. So this would be plane A and plane B. So depending on how wide you want your building to be, you will slide the ruler down. So the closer to this original line, the shorter the building, the farther away, obviously, the larger. So I'm gonna make sure that this line and this line are parallel, okay? So one way I do that is I kind of look at my ruler. Is it parallel to this? It is. So in plane A, I'm gonna draw a line from side to side. So we have the top of the roof. Then we have the side over here. Same thing, make sure this far end line is parallel and draw a line. And then you'll erase these extra lines. And I like to erase as I go. Excuse me. So it doesn't get confusing. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Now I'm gonna start the second building. This second building I am gonna have taller, so you won't be able to see the rooftop, but it's gonna go past that line. So just like I did before, I'm gonna draw my shape and I'm gonna draw a rectangle. I'm gonna make sure I start somewhere behind here, and I'm gonna go through that. Part of this rectangle is gonna be hidden behind the shape, so you won't see it. And then back down. So you would imagine there's another shape right, or corner right here. It's just hidden behind. And then the same thing goes. You're gonna connect the corners, whatever corners are closest to the vanishing point, you're gonna connect with a receding line. Okay, and then you don't want it to be that long, so you're gonna make sure, here's my original line, my far end line should be parallel. And then I erase the extras. So I have 2 buildings right here ready to go. I could have another building over on this right side if I want. And this building is, make it a tall building again. Just going off the paper. And then I'll let you figure out what 2 lines go to the vanishing point, okay? And then if you're having doors or anything like that, if you work on this front side, okay, anything that you draw on this side that has right angles on the corners, you can continue with the right angles. So if I have a window here, I have a long window. I'm just drawing it like I normally would, okay? Get some lines in there. Okay, now if I'm drawing it on the side of the building where you used your receding lines, you're gonna have to do a little something different. So with this one, you are gonna start off, I'm gonna have a little doorway here. You're gonna make sure the line is vertical, so north to south. I wanna don't even have to worry about my vanishing point yet. And then you're gonna start off your line at the bottom corner here and then go up. Do the same thing on the other side, making sure it's vertical and up. So this would be like the left and the right side. The top of the line will then go to your vanishing point. Now, we're not gonna draw the line all the way there. That would be a lot of erasing and unnecessary. So this time we're gonna draw the line from the left side of the door to the right side of the door. Okay, and if you want to have like a 2-door, you do this. And you can kind of add some details on your own if you'd like. And then remember, we'll continue this next week.